Beautiful people, hello my loves. Happy Sunday. Hi baby. Go to daddy. Why are you running from daddy? You know he's gonna get you. It's playing hide and seek, of course. Hello. I think I'm live now. Yes. Hi, happy Sunday. I am really enjoying our Sundays together. So when you join me live, go ahead and say hello. If this is replay, go ahead and type in replay. And I'm really excited to be sharing this topic today with you. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Abigail Mensah-Bonsu. I am an intuitive goddess mentor. I am a multidimensional healer, and it is my mission, part of my mission and my service to humanity, to activate the human potential in each and every person I come in contact with, whether it is directly or indirectly, which means that they step into my energy and they get activated. That's just how I roll. I also work very closely with a goddess, and so the goddess energy is very potent in everything I do. It infuses all of my work. It infuses my activation. The goddess energy is about stepping and embracing your own sacred power and the rhythms, identifying the rhythms within yourself as a woman and also in your life, in all areas of your life. So the topic that I'm going to be talking about today is sharing something that we have available to us that literally is constantly supporting us, but most of the time people are not aware of. You know, like we step into each year, and I've talked about this if you've watched my other videos. Each year comes with its own energy container. We step into this container that says, here I am, this is what I'm expecting of you. This is how you can be successful in this energy, right? And a lot of people, unfortunately, are not aware of this. And so they end up just kind of swimming through the year, hoping that, something will work out, hoping that the intention and goals will happen, instead of feeling empowered and just having that inner absolute knowing that everything that they're writing down is already is going to happen. Everything they desire is going to happen because they're aware of the energetic support they have around them. So a lot of my work is really in that spiritual, energetic place, right? In that field. But what makes my work special is that it's not just staying up there, it's anchoring that energy and spiritual essence into our physical being. Because here's the thing, it doesn't do us any good when we stay up there, when we stay in our crown chakra and, escape our humanness, when we escape our physical body. It does not do us any good. We need to begin to wake up to the wisdom that we are both divine and human, that within us, like we need to bridge the gap between what we think is up here, unreachable, and what is down here. Like those two work together. And if you look at the most successful people in their niches or their fields, they always, they have that practical physical practices they do, and they also have spiritual practices to anchor more of that wisdom, the ideas, the inspiration, the energy that moves them forward, the fire, the love, like all of that. You need to bring it all together and combine it. You will hear my son giggling in the background because he's playing hide and seek with daddy. We need to bring those two together if we truly want to live the life that we know we're here to live, if we want to feel fulfilled, successful, make the most amount of money that is beyond our comprehension. All of this comes in bridging those two. We need to embody our spirituality. And when I say spirituality, I'm talking about your spiritual essence. Hello, Adriana. Hello. I'm talking about your spiritual essence, that part of you that is never dying, inspirational, fiery, with expansive vision, with a passion that no one can touch, with a love that just ignites everything it touches. That part of you that is infinite and all-knowing, just that glorious, beautiful, magnetic part of you that is always there regardless of what life puts in your way. That's what I'm talking about spiritual here. So I'm not just talking about, you sitting down and doing meditation for an hour. That's a practice that allows you to connect more to your spiritual essence. So I'm talking about you at your core essence. Bridging those two. If you really want to defy gravity, if you want to do big things as a human being in this lifetime, it is time for you to awaken to that truth that you are both human and divine. And better yet, begin to embody fully who you are as spiritual, as divine. So let's make it easy here. One of the easiest way to incorporate, begin to embody the energetic spiritual realm is understanding what energies are constantly dancing with you. What energy are you dancing with? Not all the energies around you are supporting what you want to achieve. In nature, there's a time for everything. There's divine timing for everything. And understanding what time you just stepped into and what energy is at play is huge. And this is why I love the wisdom of numerology. How many of you have heard about numerology or use numerology, right? It's kind of like astrology where people have kind of made it very simple and dumb it down. But when you really dive into it, it's about learning the wisdom of who you are and nature and the universe and how you constantly co-create together. Because that's how we're supposed to be operating. So I love numerology. One of the cool things about numerology is that it helps you calculate what energy the year is bringing in. So this is something that I teach you to do in my program, the Goddess Unleashed program. This is just one of the tools that I teach you. I have so many others that I teach in there to really help you anchor this wisdom in. But I love this part because it tells you each year what we're stepping into. And so we all go through that cycle. The goddess energy is all about cycles. You know this, being a woman, you know this. Nature is the same way with the different seasons. The universe is the same way. And so in numerology, there are 9 cycles that we all flow through from 1 to 9, and then we begin again. And when you understand what it means to step into each of those energies is so huge. So right now, what I'm talking about, let's talk about just a year. What is that container we're about to step into for 2021? Right. So I love this. Let's say that you have an intention to collaborate and connect and network and really expand your connection and your network and meet more people. And you're stepping into a year that is telling you that, hey, this is a year for you to work on you, to connect with yourself, to network with yourself. You can see how already you are not in alignment with what you're asking for. And what this usually looks like and feels like when you step into a year that is about you, the I am, who I am, what I'm doing, what is the mystery of who I am. And your intention is to step outside and connect more, which, there's a time and place with everything. And this is what I'm teaching you. There's a time and place with everything. And to know what you're playing with is the key. So your energy that you're being asked into is to step into the wisdom of I am. And your intentions that you're writing down is to connect outside of yourself. When you step into the year, it's always going to feel like you're pulling teeth. You're going to try to meet people and it's going to just feel like it's not working. Like you're meeting the wrong people. You're meeting people who are, pulling you away from your purpose. You're meeting people who are draining your energy. It's not going to feel good. And usually we don't know this. And so we go through all of that, right? And then eventually we're like, you know what? I'm going to take this as a clue. and I'm just going to stop doing this until it feels good? What if you have the foresight of that ahead of time? Then you can truly focus your energy on you, on what you need to, the mystery of you. And then the following year, which if, the following year, you can actually focus on that. So before I do that, if 2021, you're being asked to if you're stepping into a personal year 1. So let's break it down. I'm just going to start with 1. Okay. Personal year 1 is asking you to be you, independent, find your boundaries, right? It's about new beginnings. It's a great time to plant seeds, because then you have a whole 9-year cycle to watch those seeds actually come to fruition. Year 2, right? If your personal year 2, this is where the collaborations and the networks and the connection, this is about you and your relationship with others. It's a great year to connect with people, right? Let's go to year 9, right? Because my personal year for 2020 is 9. 9 is all about endings and, tying up loose ends and letting go and forgiveness, right? It's like the end of the cycle where you're wrapping things up, where you have the ability, literally, it's like the universe shows you the things that are working and what is not working, and gives you the ability to release what is not working, so you can make space, you can make new space for what is coming through the following year. So let's see here. Yes. Hello, lovelies, right? So you can make space for that. So this is why I love looking at nature and its cyclical nature, right? We go through cycles. We all start in year 1 and we all end in year 9. But we're all in these numbers at different times. So for me, 2020 was year 9, but for you, it might have been year 3. About social expansion. It's about your creative spark. This is where your creativity really flourishes. This is where you discover new ways to be creative. Like, it's all about that creative energy. It's all about that solar plexus with a sacral plexus just dancing together. It's a very yummy year for you, right? So I might be in 9, but you might be in 3, or you might be in 1, you might be in 8, right? We all go through our own cycles. You identifying what year. So for me, next year, 2021, is a year 1. Woohoo! I get to start a new cycle, right? As amazing as this year has been for me, it's also been so painful. It's been a year of release. It's been a year of like eye-opening, where it looks like someone pried my eyes open and I can't close it, right? It's like, look at it. Does it work for you? No, let it go. There's almost like this harshness to it, where it's like, hey, it's not working for you. Quit holding on to it. Let it go. The more you try to hold on to it, it creates actually more pain. So it teaches you year 9. There's a part of it that teaches you about your pain cycle and how to end it. Everything that comes up in a year 9, the universe is assisting you to show you, is this bringing you joy? Is this bringing you pain? Okay. Why are you holding on to the things that are bringing you pain? Let it go. And so it's like clearing all, removing the weeds, right? Removing all of the weeds, so that when you step into year 1, the following year, you will have space to plant new seeds. It's beautiful. So how many of you use numerology? How many of you know your personal year number? So this one, we have the personal year number. You always start with you. Where am I at? What am I stepping into? What is that next level? What is that next energy container that I'm stepping into? And then on top of that, you need to figure out what energy the year is bringing in. So is the year going to be a year 1? Is it going to be a year? Because that's the universal number too. That's the container that all of us as humanity will be stepping in. When you understand that energy, you will understand the things that unfold within the year in regards to the entire human race, like all the different countries, like what is coming up, right? This year, there's a lot of like whistle blowing that was coming up, right? Things that systems that are hidden came to light. Like that was the year that we stepped into. And we all, every single person on this planet experienced that. But on top of that, like individually within that energy, we were going through our own. So for me, it almost like it was a perfect dance, right? It almost felt like I got to see the things that no longer worked in my life. And then because I'm in the energy of release, letting go, tying up loose ends, I was even boosted to be able to do that. You're curious now. Oh, you got to jump in, mommy. You got to jump in. It is fascinating. Of course, you can do research on Google and kind of try to, find out stuff about numerology. You can read your books and kind of dive in. But one thing, if there's anything that I want you to take out of this today, is to understand that all of these tools, numerology, astrology, all of these tools is to help you understand the wisdom of who you are, the wisdom of your soul, and how is here to express itself, what is here to do. Like we have all these tools to make life very easy for us. And I'm grateful that I had amazing mentors that came into my life at the right time to open my eyes to all of these wisdom. And that's why I'm teaching these. Because I believe everybody needs to know that they have these systems, these tools available to them. It's not just for special people. It's available to every single person. But you got to choose. You got to choose it. You got to be curious to want to learn more about who you are. When I'm diving into numerology, each month it gives me, like an outlook. Okay, this is the energy I'm stepping into. This is the bigger container that I'm playing in. I can kind of, with my intentions, with my goals, I can, find, like work with that to make sure that they are aligned. If the whole year for me is about letting go and releasing and tying up new ends, it is not a year for me to start new things because it's going to end. I'm at the end of the cycle, about to start a new cycle. So this is why it's so important. If you're year 9 and you're trying to start new things in the year 9, it's not going to work out. At the end, it's going to end. Anything that you start new in the year 9, it's not going to be long lasting. The things that come in, the seeds that come in for you to plant in a year 1, now that is long lasting. And you know this when you understand what type of energies you're working with. I mean, these are just little, I'm breaking it down for you. This is just one aspect, one way that you can identify what energy you're constantly playing with, what energy you're constantly dancing with. Whether you believe it or not, these energies are constantly playing with you. Because they're here to co-create with you. They're here to support you in your vision and your work. They're here to help you be successful. They're here to help you up level in a way that you never thought was capable for you. They're here to take some of that hard work away from us so that we can just focus on what we're here to do. This is why I'm so passionate about teaching these, because as humans, we make our lives kind of hard sometimes, right? We do. And yes, a part of it is just part of the human experience. But there's some part of it that we create, and it's unnecessary. We create because we don't allow ourselves to understand our own sacred wisdom and how we co-create with all the energies that are around us, supporting us constantly, daily. So your personal year numbers, let me talk about universal. Let's talk about year 11, because again, with numerology, they have master numbers, right? Which is like 11, 22, 33. And it's very, if you have any of these master numbers, you know your year is going to be all about mastery. Mastery of the I am, mastery of the self if it is a year 1, right? Mastery of networking, mastery of collaborations, mastery of relationships if it is a year 2, mastery of your creative spark, mastery of your creative expression if it is a year 3, right? If it is a year 9, right? Mastery in letting go, mastery in forgiveness. So when you get a master number in anywhere in numerology, it's about mastery, and the whole year is literally gonna polish you, right? Now, one thing I want to mention is that it's not about, this weird energy coming to mess you up, right? This is the energy that you chose to tango with so that you can, or what am I looking for? You can mature your soul as a human so that you can, I almost want to say curate, but I don't know if that's even the right word for it, right? But it's to mature your soul as a human. You chose these energies to dance with. You are in that cycle. You chose that cycle of evolution, the evolution of yourself. Right? And we need to understand and be aware. Be aware. It's so easy to be aware of these energies. Actually, it's even fun to learn, for me at least. It's very fun for me to learn about myself, to learn about what energies I'm constantly dancing with, how it changes, and how it's invited me to be better so that I can be of greater service to humanity. All of this can be so much fun. Who doesn't want to get to know themselves? The more you know yourself, the more you can guide others to do the same. The more you know yourself, the more you know exactly what you want, how you want it, how you want to experience it, and call it in. Curate. So curate sounds good. Okay, good. That word, I was like, wait, is that the right one? Curate. Yeah. So just amplify our experiences so we can be all that we are. Let's see here. Am I still live? If you can see me, go ahead and post a comment on there. For some reason, my screen just went dark. Okay, let me continue because it looks like I'm still live. If you can see me, let me know. Just comment and let me know you can see me and hear me. Okay. I'm just going to keep going and see. So each year, we have a universal energetic container that we step into as a whole. And then also individually, we bring our own energetic signature to the year to dance with. Right? We pick and choose our own energy that we want to explore in the new year. So we have a personal container and then we have a universal container, and those two constantly dance with each other. This is one of the things that I teach in my Goddess Unleashed program. At the end of the program, you actually get like a blueprint of what your year will be, right? What energies you're playing with, what is coming in to support you. It's going to give you like the foresight of what that looks like, what you're being called to step into, who you're being called to step into. So if you can see, oh, okay, good. Oh my gosh, so my screen is completely like dark, but for some reason it's still showing. So I'm going to show you this. We work with, this is like an old one that I was working with, but this is kind of like the wheel of life that you play with. And so you will have, like for example, you have the year number, you have your archetypes in there, you have your doors, your keys. The doors and keys, I use the tarot cards because it really allows you to go deeper. The doors of the year, which is monthly, it tells you, okay, this is what you're going to be experiencing this month. This is what is coming through this month. The keys are what will unlock the gifts of that month. The keys are what is giving you the insight of how you can really benefit even deeply into the month, into the energy of the month. And so at the end, you fill all of this up and you end up having like this beautiful, let me show you. I think my current one is hanging up because I refer to it every month. Like it's part of my journaling practice. You know, at the beginning of every month, I write it down. Okay, what energy am I working with? What is my archetype this month? What is my door this month? What is my key? What goddess energy am I working with? Who's a goddess mentor I'm working with? I mean, it's a whole system that I teach in the Goddess Unleashed. And once you learn this, it changes your life. You never go back. Right? And this is not just something that you apply in just one area of your life. It affects all the area of your life. Hence why you end up getting like a wheel of life, right? Your relationships, your business, like it helps you to step in even bigger, to show up bigger in all areas of your life and bring balance in all of those areas of your life. So if there's something that you're curious about or you want to step into and really embody and use that to, what am I looking for? To step up bigger, to be more of yourself in your service to humanity, in your business, and in the way you show up in the world, then I invite you to join the Goddess Unleashed. Unleash yourself in the energy of the goddess cyclical nature. The goddess energy is all about understanding how you flow. The ebb and flow of your being, the ebb and flow of nature within you, and how it expresses itself. Powerful. I can go on and on about this. I love this. I love doing this myself, and I love teaching this. And I understand how powerful this is. And that's why I love to teach it to people. The more people know this system, these tools, the easier their life becomes. I love it. Love, love, love it. So if this is calling you, go ahead and check out my program. Come join us. I would love to have you in there. And if you have any questions, let me know. But thank you again for an amazing Sunday. I know I had to keep it very simple because I can go in so much deeper. And that's something that we do in the Goddess Unleashed program. We go in way deeper than this. So thank you again for the beautiful Sunday with you and for receiving this. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Until next time, have a fabulous week. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.